Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Kite. So this is the first edition of the KYTE podcast. We got our first guest here today, my brother, my mentor. Known him for 3 years. He's been sticking with me since. Big motherfucking trip.
What up, son? So I'm the first one, huh?
You're the first one. I wanted to make sure of that,
Let's
boy. I
go.
wanted to
You
make
start.
sure of that.
You starting off hot then, son. That's
Got
a good
to, got
start.
to. Hell yeah, man. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it as soon as I could be like, yo, bro, you want to do something like this? You're like, fuck yeah, bro. Let's get it.
Family, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. No, and when you say about family, man, like I really do appreciate you when mom was in the hospital and shit like that. You were just like reaching out and shit every day, just making sure she was good. Like,
It's
man,
love,
like,
bro.
yeah.
I mean, I think in life, but also, especially in, the industry we're in, it's kind of hard to find people who are really just down for you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So I always appreciate all my friends and my best friends back in New York, the ones who grew up with me, who were really always down for me. And that's why I'm just trying to spread the love, bro. And like I said, you show me good energy, I'm gonna show you good energy back. So it's all because of you, dog. It's all.
and hey, man, I'm just saying we do got a song together. I do want to talk about that at some point in this episode because people got to know about how Kite Strip got started. But I'm
Got
gonna
to.
get first question I kind of want to ask you is how did your like music, like come into fruition? Like, did it just kind of like, did you have an idea that you wanted to be a musician or did you have other like dreams and aspirations first before you found music?
Yeah, it was kind of random, bro. I mean, I was those who know my story, I was a baseball player like my whole life. So I was just real, just like, we had a batting cage, my father's house. So like we built a batting cage, bro. So like I was just a straight up knuckle dragging baseball player, you know what I'm saying? Just like
Yes,
a
sir.
caveman. But I was very, into it, and I got my goal was to become pro. And I got my Division I scholarship my sophomore year of high school. So it was like real early. But
That's
I didn't
good.
really know what I was doing, but I was like, fuck it, I can swing the baseball bat. So I was like, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to I was never good at grades in school and shit. So I was like, I got to find a way to get to college, get to the pros without doing all this school stuff because I hate school. But I was growing up, and by the time I got to Elon University, which is where my scholarship was from, I was just grown as a man, and I was just like, yo, I get I'm good at baseball. I know that I'm talking to pros. I know that I'm, slotted right now to go and make millions of dollars playing professional baseball. But I was just like, I was learning too much, bro. And I was like, let me see what else I could do with this life. You know what I'm saying? I was too like fascinated with life and what it has to offer for me to just, settle into baseball at 19 and do that for the rest of my life. I was like, I can't do this. So I got in some trouble, quit the team, and then I flew my ass out to Colorado. And I never stepped foot in Colorado. I didn't know anybody out there, bro. But I went out there and kind of just with an open mind and just like, I had my work ethic instilled in me. So it was just kind of like, all right, let me see where else I could place this. But it
Mm-hmm.
was never a conscious decision of I'm going to do music. You know what I'm saying? I was always
Yeah.
like that kid in high school who was like the kid rapping at parties and shit. And I'd always be
Yeah.
the one showing my friends like the new Lil Wayne tracks and all this stuff. But it was like I said, it was never like a conscious thing of like, I'm going to be a musician. And then I was in Colorado, just like doing me, getting better, every day. And then one of my homies was like, yo, come over, bro, like rap on this song. And he was playing the guitar. I was just fucking around with the drums at that point. I was like, fuck it, I'll rap. Shit was terrible, you feel me? But like the next day he hit me up like, yo, this other kid's rapping, you should come through and blah, blah, blah. And that's how it started, bro. So it was just like, probably 4 months of me being out in Colorado, just restarting my life basically. And then shit, God handed me the opportunity. I took advantage.
Yeah, because you before you did your solo stuff, you were part of Low Hanging Fruit with
Yes, sir.
Soup and like
Hmm.
and Dirty Harry and all of them. So how did that all come together? Like how did that group all get started? And like is that what kind of like pushed you more as an artist to kind of like want to break out in your own way to like kind of do your own thing and just have that name
Yep.
for yourself?
Yeah, so LHF was it was created at that same studio that I was just talking about. So like we had a mutual homie named Will Oberlander, and he was the one who I knew a little bit from New York, but we weren't really in the same friend group at the time. But I got out there. He was the one who had the studio. He's the one who was like, "Yo, rap on this beat" for the first time, and like he was like
Yeah.
really my only friend out there at that point. But we kind of the whole LHF crew, kind of met at that same studio, and yeah, 100% what you said, bro. It's something that got to motivate me. And again, I didn't know music like that. You know what I'm saying? I just knew lyrics, I just knew rappers, I just knew this, I knew
100%.
a little bit of drums, but these guys were rapping and doing music their whole lives. So I started at 20 years old, almost 21 years old, but they were doing it their whole lives. So I kind of got to pick up game from them,
Mm,
understand it a little bit more. And then, as time grew, I grew as an artist. So it was just kind of like,
100%.
yeah, just
100%.
being around it. And then, just with what I do, I always try to elevate and always try to get better. So I'm
Oh,
a
I mean,
competitive person.
we can definitely see the growth in like every project that you've put out since going postal to your new one right now, Phoenix.
Yes,
I
sir.
I I just want to talk about the growth and all of that, just because like going postal, like that was your first solo project, which really got me turned on to you, actually really got me becoming a fan, because like that was the point that we kind of started getting connected through Trevor and stuff
Hmm.
like that. And so like, bro, just being able to have the opportunity for the last 3 years to just really look at your career and just kind of see from your first project to your like I said, your now project. And we're not
Hmm.
even talking about batting cage yet, because batting cage, you just did a whole bunch of fucking remixes and snapped on that shit. So I
Yeah,
mean,
hell
like,
yeah.
again, don't play with my boy here. Don't play with my boy here.
Tell them.
And but like, honestly, bro, like the one that really still gets to me, the one song off of your project is some Sunset Summit. That song just hits me in different ways that I don't know, like could even like fathom or explain. Could you talk about like what your mindset was when you made that song? Because like that shit is one of like your
Yeah.
hardest songs. So
I appreciate it, bro, and it means a lot that you chose that one too. But yeah, it was kind of my whole process is just I hear the beat, you know what I'm saying? Whether someone sends me a beat, I'm in the room with someone, whatever it is, I hear it, and that's kind of what dictates my energy and my emotions.
mm,
And from there, it's like I kind of heard those sounds in that beat, and I was just like, it just struck a chord, you know what I mean? Of not emotional, but kind of a reflection, and I really wanted
mm.
to talk about my life and what made me the person who I am today. So honestly, the hook was all freestyle, like a bunch of my songs now, whether it's the hook or a verse or whatever it is, but it incorporates some kind of freestyle. So that run it up, I want to run it
Yeah,
up.
I was about to ask. So that was you on the hook. Did they just like raise the octave a little bit on your
Yeah,
voice?
so I
Because
was
that
like,
sounded
I was just,
clean.
yeah, I was just freestyling, bro. And then, we just had the idea, yo, what if we pitch this shit up? And I actually had two songs at the time that we kind of played with pitching up.
Yeah.
And even though, it's against the normal code of how to do it, I was just like, I'm just a person. If it sounds good, I'm gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Facts.
gonna overthink it. If it sounds cool, let's do it.
Big
So
facts.
it kind of was we got some bad feedback, or not bad, but kind of scared feedback from some people, like, yo, don't do that with the pitch, this and that. But like I said, I just put my foot down. I was like, no, this sounds dope.
I'm
And so
I'm
that was
so
the
glad you
hook.
did. I'm
And
so
then
glad you did.
the verses, like I said, it just kind of brought me, it struck a chord with me, man. So I really just wanted to let people know, kind of how the inside of my brain works
Mm-hmm.
and why it works the way it does through,
Mm-hmm.
the troublesome times I had with myself and also with my friends and stuff. So it's just kind of like, almost like my Scarface joint. I just kind of open up my chest and let them see what's inside, bro. So it's just like you can't be scared to do that as an artist. And, luckily you got some people who could listen to the lyrics like you, and it kind of sits, heavy with them too. Cause
Oh fuck yeah.
what I'm saying? Even though you open up your heart, we all kind of realize we have the same shit we're going through, just looks different on the outside. So
100%, man. It really does just give you a different perspective, like especially as artists, where it's just like we are, human beings. We do go through emotions and shit like that. And
oh yeah.
especially like being like males and shit like that, like it feels like there's a big old stigma that we can't really like open up and like do that shit. So the fact that you're pushing that stigma and being like, nah, fuck that. And you really help do give men like that voice to be like, yo, bro, like it's I to talk about shit. It's I to
Yeah.
be like, yo, man, to reflect on your past and try to like move on past it. Like it's a-okay to do shit like that. And that's
Uh-huh.
what I
No,
appreciate about you, man. Cause like you're one of those like roadway blocks, bro. Like you're one of those people that are just moving those obstacles for like people like as artists like me being able to be like, okay, like this artist is like finding so much success from doing this because he's being real with his motherfucking people. Why don't I just kind of implement that and try to be real with my fans instead of trying to put on this fake persona that all other artists like really try to do nowadays?
yeah, that's it, bro. And I think it kind of comes down for me at least of understanding, the why and why we do this shit. You feel me? And for me, it
Mm-hmm.
was like, again, I quit my sports career and all the stuff that came with it that would have came with it. I did that for the purpose of, finding out myself who I was and, again, why I feel the way I feel about stuff and kind of walking through some of the traumas that I've been through. But, at the same time, my biggest motivation was to help people, what I'm saying? Help men, especially because it's like I've been through a lot of fucked up shit. This is a lot of other people are. So it's kind of like I was able to go through it and kind of also see it from the outside perspective of going through it. And I learned a lot from being able to kind of zoom out. And
Mm.
that's kind of what, like you just said, I'm an open book. I'm gonna let people know that, yo, I go through this shit too. But at the same time, my caveat is we go through it, but it hurts. Yeah, it hurts, bitch, but keep going. You know what I mean? So it's
Going.
like being able to talk about that shit, and open up as a man, but also still keeping your duties as a man. To
Mm,
Yeah, it's hard. That's part of being a man. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? So
let's
it's kind
get
of
it.
just put that battery in the people's back. So that was kind of my why of
Mm,
helping people, helping young men develop. Yo, do what you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You just got to work hard. So
work
that was
hard.
kind of like that's my why right there.
Exactly. And like that's the thing is that people think that this shit is like kind of just easy. You just put lyrics on a beat. No, there's like so many other complex shit when it comes to this, man. And
Yeah, bro.
it's
It's deeper
really
than
hard
that.
work. And like it's really hard work. And like it's really motivating when I see like an artist putting in so much work. Cause bro, like you and I talk daily and like you're always keeping me up on the up and up on what you up to. And bro, you
Mhm.
got a lot of shit going on right now. Like I think you like I don't know if you want to talk about it, but I think you were telling me you got like you're working on another EP. How's that going for you?
Man, it's beautiful. It's exciting. I'm blessed to be able to be, busy and have a lot of stuff that I got to do and to have the inspiration I have to keep going. But yeah, the new EP is really close, man. It's developing, and I think we're about to, really. I think I'm filming Friday actually to start the content going and this and that to start to promo the first song. But just like Christmas, bro, I'm just excited
I
to
feel
wake up and just keep pushing that shit forward. And it's just in my head right now. I got a few songs that just need a second verse or a third verse, but
mm,
I'm a perfectionist. So I've written like 7 second verses to this one track, but I'm like, nah, I gotta make this shit really fire. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
feel that. I feel that.
yeah, for me, my goal with all my EPs is just to feel like, when it's time to release them, that I've upgraded, and it can't just be like I'm throwing a song out here. Sometimes singles, to be honest, I could just make them, and if it sounds cool, I'll just put it out. But I'm not really reviewing it from the stance of did I improve a lot,
Mm,
But with albums and EPs, that's something where I really just like to, before I drop it, just kind of have a checklist. Like, do I feel like I improved? Where do I feel like I improved? What could I have done better for the next one? What you know what I'm saying? So I kind of have a checklist I run through, but regardless, it's just all excitement, bro. I'm just always excited to show the world what I do in this room, bro. This is my studio, you know what I mean? Like this whole joint right here, I
thanks.
got everything over here, but being able to do this and work with the people who I work with, and like I said, to show the world that I'm improving. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep watching, you're gonna
100%.
keep seeing me improve. That's it. So,
Also, when are we gonna hear that big trip G Easy? When
oh
we
shit.
can hear that?
We got a few of them, bro. We got a few of them, but we gonna see it, man. We gonna see if they make the light of day. But yeah, shout out Gerald, man. Shout out Gerald.
Facts, bro. Facts. Um, all right. So Kite's trip, you and I made that. I want to say about 2 years ago.
Hmm.
About 2 years ago. Shout out to that. Shout out to you for jumping on that and blessing me with that verse.
Well,
Uh
yeah.
I want to confirm something because I've been telling people you freestyled that because it sure sounds like you did that off the top. Can you confirm that you did that off the top for me?
Confirmation, bro. Confirmation.
Confirmation.
Like I said, I wanted to, that's part of it too. Like I said, I want to be able to, in any situation, if someone tells me to spit, if someone says to go on the mic to do this, regardless of how I feel, regardless of if I'm tired that day and normally I'm used to writing or something, I just like to put the pressure on myself.
Mm,
And when I heard the track that you put and the stuff on it, I was like, yo, this shit is it's just open, it's free, it's fun. So I was like, yo, I'm just gonna match that same energy. Just come in there and just freestyle it. I probably went back maybe and changed a few words on it after I did the one take, but it was a lot of put a lot of pressure on myself to be like, yo, let me just fucking freestyle this shit and kill it for Kite. Cause like I said,
yeah.
it was a track that me and you got to make. So I didn't really take it, lightly. I was just like, yo, this is my homie. I'm gonna do this shit
Wow.
right, do it justice.
And y'all better believe that Trip and Kite gonna get high as a kite here soon,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it's a kite.
That shit
Hell
was
yeah.
hard, man. That shit was hard.
No, it's
So,
dope, man. And I appreciate, the way that, a lot of this stuff too, when you're talking to artists and reaching out to, different people, whether above you or below you, it's all just about energy, bro, and respect. You feel me? So it's just like I had people hit me up daily for stuff. And if I could just tell in the first paragraph just how they're coming at me, if it's something that's with positive energy or they're trying to get something at me, or if they're just coming with love. And the fact that you always come and showing yourself with love and humility, that was something I read off jump. So that's why to this day, like you said, we talk daily because of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you before 3 years ago, but it's like we're
yeah.
brothers. Because like I said, I just reciprocate the energy that's brought to me. So
Oh,
that's
it's
why for
just
you and the way you came and presented it, bro, I'll do that shit for you every time.
it's just cause like, bro, like even like just the off times that we did talk before like even like really getting connected, it's just I loved your vibe, loved your energy. You're just a humble artist where it's just like you can talk your fucking shit for sure, but you know where it's just like, you know what, like yeah. And you get back to the community, bro, and that's like I know a couple artists that you have worked with in Denver, bro. Like you give back to people, bro. So like
Mhm.
it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like you are a humble artist. I don't want like anybody thinking otherwise, because like this dude is probably one of the most genuine, humblest people I've ever met.
That's love, bro. And I feel like we all, again, it's part of our duties as a man. You know what I mean? Like to show the two sides of, like you just say, yeah, I'll talk my shit. If you hear some of my songs off jumping, you don't know me, you're gonna be like, man, this dude's ignorant. You know what I'm saying? He's cocky,
Mm-mm.
but it's good because then the more you dive into me and the more you hear about me, this and that, you'll realize that again, it's part of our duty, bro, to help others. To help our community, especially. I got a show in Nashville on Saturday, and I was talking to the venue. And normally we do ticketed stuff and this and that, and you got to pay for it. But for this one, I was like, yo, make it free. I said, fuck it. I said, let's just bring the whole community together and have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
hard.
a lot of this shit's not about, money and stuff. It's just about the intention and what you're trying to do. So again, I'm trying to help people. So, when I get love from people or people ask me for advice or this or that, it's not something that I take
Mm.
lightly. I take that as this is what I'm on this earth to do. So
Big
it's
fan.
just like I said, I'm gonna help you, and you're gonna hear me talk my shit. That's just who I am, bro. So
Also, Alberta venues. I'm just saying, Big Trip does want to come to Canada, and he wants to
let's
come
do it.
here, and he wants to do something. So, if venues are listening to this, get your fucking checkbooks ready and get at my boy.
Let's
Bring him
go. Hit
here.
me up. As
Bring
long as
him
my
here.
guy Kite's opening, I gotta get Kite on the
Big
stage with me.
fact. Big fact. We gotta hit Kite Strip, man. We gotta hit Kite Strip one time for the people, bro.
Hell yeah.
And if y'all think there ain't gonna be a part two, y'all are tripping. There's gonna be a part two sometime.
It's gonna be bigger and better than ever, son.
Whew. You already know, man. So I hate to put you on the spot here, but are you ready to bar up, my brother?
Oh, what you trying to do, son?
I got you. You know. We got the gotta get the YouTube going here, you know. So what kind of beats do you usually like to hit? Like what's your kind of vibe usually?
Man, I like everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends on, like I said, the mood, what I'm really trying to do. Right now with my music, I'm really trying to find my goal is just create something that no one's heard before. And I think that's what on this next album everyone's gonna really hear of, you know, this dude Trip sounds like nobody I've ever heard.
Down
And
bad. Down bad. I'm just saying down bad's a good fucking start. Is that on the EP by any
no,
chance?
that's not gonna be on it. That
That
was like
didn't
the
even
last single.
Oh shit, so that's not even on the EP, bro. I'm excited for the EP though. I'm
Yeah, that was
excited.
the last single before it, and
Down bad
yeah,
is such a
like I
good
said, bro,
song,
it's
bro.
just I'm trying to with the beats and everything. It's just like I'm trying to do something different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make my mark in a different territory that no one's heard of before.
When y'all hear us on a track, just know, cause I leveled up. I leveled up. Now, when me and Trip get on together, it's gonna be something completely,
I'm already
completely
knowing,
different.
bro. Even the tracks you send me, like I said before, it's all about leveling up. And every time I hear you, bro, whether it's the flow, whether it's your delivery or the voice that you're putting on it, every time I'm like, yo, he's getting more and more. And that's what I told you, I think 3 years ago. I was like, bro, just get in there and be comfy. But now it's like you're really in that shit like it's your home. You know
Mm,
what I mean? You're comfortable in there. You're not scared of nothing. And it translates on the track, bro. So I'm proud to see your growth too as an artist for real.
I appreciate that, bro. Cause yeah, like it's just like you said 3 years ago. If you really want to do this shit, you really gotta like grind up, and you gotta be comfortable with what you're doing. You gotta be comfortable with making mistakes. You gotta be comfortable with, just you know, failure, and just learning how to like rise up from that and be better from that.
Hmm.
And so for those last 3 years, man, it's just I've had, yeah, legit, just had that mindset where it's just like I don't wanna, even if there's days I want to give up, I can't, because this is what I
Not an
want to
option,
do.
bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
what I
Yeah, I
want to do.
always say you could take a day or two break, you could take a few days off, but you always got to know that once these days are done, I'm getting back on the run. You feel me?
Big facts, man. Big facts. I think I showed you a couple songs on. Yeah, I sent you a couple of songs that are coming out in July 1st for this EP that I got coming out.
Hell yeah. When's the next drop? July 1st?
July 1st. That's when it drops. I got a song called Dark Night Vibin' that I did with one of my homies. He cooked up like a beat for me like a while ago, and I completely forgot about it and found it and just did a like live freestyle on it.
Isn't that
And
the
so
best, bro? When you find some shit you did like a month or a year ago or some shit, and you're like, yo, this shit's hard, son. I forgot about this shit.
well, he like played like a beat that he sent me like a while ago while we were just like cruising to the city, and I was just
Mhm.
freestyling on it, and I was just like, man, whose beat is this? He's like, oh, it's mine, and I was like, what the fuck? And I
Yeah.
completely forgot he sent me like a whole bunch of beats. So I found like this it was called like Dark Knight on Cove or whatever, and I just
Mm,
called it Dark Knight Vibin'. So
that's fire, bro. I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited to hear that shit. And maybe I'm gonna send you some of these new ones so you can get a little preview of them. Let the people
Mm.
know what you're thinking.
See, I'm just saying everybody that like this is why you be super genuine with artists and you don't try to use them for shit because when you're genuine with genuine people, you get some genuine shit. And yeah, I've heard a couple of Big Trip's new tracks, I ain't gonna lie. So y'all ain't ready.
Let them know, bro. That's
Yeah,
it.
no. Well, no, I appreciate because I know you sent me one where you were like where you like were thinking about me while you made it, and you're just like, and
Yep.
you sent that shit to me, and I was just like, bro, that's like it was hard as fuck too. I still listen
That was
to
that
it.
motivation shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just come in here and just like you said, if you're having a bad day or whatever it is, it's not that I don't stop, you know? So it's just like, look, I'm having a bad day. So instead of me just not doing anything because I feel bad about something, I said, I'm gonna go make a song about me having a bad day. You feel me? And that's why I sent you that one. And even though, like I said, that shit will never come out, but it's just something that it's more of a
Motivational type shit.
yeah, it's like a motivation. It's also kind of cathartic, you know what I'm saying, to get that feeling out, especially as
Mm.
artists, you know what I'm saying? Because we have the opportunity to make something. We have, we get beats sent to us, this and that. So it's just like, yo, I'm gonna have an emotional exercise to get my thoughts out. But instead of just journaling it, I'm gonna make it sound dope. And like I said, me and you were talking about some shit during that time about, having a hard time. So it's like once I made it, or even when like I said, I was in the process of making it, I said, I'm gonna make this shit for Piper so he can have this shit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like again, man, it's just about leveling yourself up, but also leveling up the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you're genuine, then fuck, you're gonna be in my circle, bro. You feel me? I mean, at this point, I don't know how many more people I can let into my circle, but
Yeah, man, his circle's full, man. Like
I'm
he's got
glad. I'm glad you got in here, bro, because it's love, man.
man. Well, that's why it's just like when you were like, cause I really started fucking. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't be saying I fucked with you, but like in your solo shit, I started fucking with you when you were with LHF, and I heard it was something Colorado. I forget the song, but
Colorado party shit.
that shit fucking got me turned up every weekend, bro. I was showing
Uh-huh.
friends, and they were like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like, "I don't know, some like fucking like stoner group in like Denver, but they're hard as fuck."
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was fun, bro. That was I remember when I heard that beat, that was one of the ones that I to this day I remember writing, because I wrote that little pre-hook. I've been with the homies, I just took a couple of dummies, this is Colorado, and I just wanted to build it up. And then the hook, I was like, I'm gonna go crazy on it. So I remember I did like the pre-hook, the hook, had a crazy verse, Soup had a crazy verse on it, but it was just more of it was really like a Colorado anthem, bro. We shot the video at my house. There was like 4 parties that we went to on the CU Boulder campus, and one of them was my house and it was the biggest party. So like me and my homies, we fucking just cleared our house out, made a massive party, and it was just like the kind of anthem for Boulder for a little bit. And just like you know, kind of reached other states and other territories in the world, and it was kind of like, yo, this is what a party in Colorado looks and sounds like. You feel me? And I was
It is
talking about
hard.
the weed was popping at that point. Nobody else had legal marijuana, so
Nope.
I incorporated all that stuff. And like I said, we shot the video, and it was just raw and natural, bro. And it's a timepiece now. You feel me? It's one of those things that are just gonna live in that world. And whenever someone wants to time travel, you go watch that Colorado party shit.
Damn, man. I also still listen to trap so much. Stay in the trap. That's
The pack
just
one.
yeah, pack, bro.
Yeah, that was the first single I did, bro, as a solo artist that we dropped, and that shit got to like number 7 on iTunes in America. So like that was kind of really the one that set me off, bro. I mean, the video is insane. If you want to get in trouble with your girlfriend or your mom, go watch that video. You feel me? It got taken down a few times, but we kept pushing through and putting it back up. But it was I mean, to this day, bro, I still play that pack joint just because, like I said, it was kind of the one
It's
that
hard
that
as
set
fuck,
my
man.
solo career. And on Saturday in Nashville, we're gonna be fucking jumping to it. I guarantee you that.
Man, are we gonna get a pack part two?
Shit, that'd be dope.
That
I haven't
would be
thought about
dope.
that. I haven't
Pack
thought about
part
that.
two? Oh man, that would go crazy.
Yeah, pack part two, so that'd be crazy. We gonna make something happen, bro. I like that idea.
So out of all the artists that you have worked with, top five, top five people
Ooh, that I've worked with.
that you've worked with, producers, artists.
Let's see, man. I mean, I'm gonna put when I was rolling around with G-Eazy and stuff, not that I didn't really listen to his music too much before, and but just seeing how he operated as a business and seeing how his team operated, I think that, I learned a lot from them, a lot of what I wanted, and honestly, a lot of what I didn't want too. So it was, I'm so grateful for that experience just because, it really kind of molded, the direction of where I wanted to go after, I spent about a year with him and his team going around with him. So I got to put him up there just because, like I said, it's not really as much. I mean, he's very talented. He's super dope with his music, but just kind of who he is as a person and how his team operates. Like I said, I got to put him up there. There's a lot. My guy Tony in Lower East Side, Brooklyn. His name's Tsunami. His artist name. He's like
Hey,
one of my boys, man. He's one of my day one people who I really love, and he's one of the most creative people I've ever known in my life. But between his how he raps, how he sings, how he makes his beats, how he mixes his stuff, that he taught me a lot. And like I said, just being a newer artist and being around somebody like him, it really taught me a lot to enhance my game and enhance everything that I'm doing. Shit. Besides that, bro, I mean, I have Phoenix Flexing from Shoreline Mafia, or what was Shoreline Mafia at the
sir.
time, and that was kind of a cool moment to see him, featured on my track. And I'll always respect him for that, just because he brought a lot of energy, to the album. He brought a lot of energy to that song in particular, Run a Lap. Um, I say Marky Basie, bro, too. I'm real grateful for him, and I got to go on tour with him. We did about 12 cities in the United States, and
Yes,
again, that
sir.
was kind of a good time for me to really, see what a big boy tour looked like, and kind of just getting used to that kind of stuff. And I got to learn a lot, and he's a very talented artist, and our song "Luxury" is still one of my biggest songs to this day. And he blessed that song, and we're doing well, man. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at for who I've worked with, and I gotta put my kite in that circle too, because like I said, it's just on some friendship, bro, and on some you're my brother in arms and this shit, dog. You feel me? So it's just like being able to have you on there, like you're my brother. I felt like I was rapping with my fucking brother. You feel me? So that shit I'm grateful for, and like I said, it only made you bigger in America, only made me bigger in Canada, son. So it's just
Oh
love.
yeah. You already know everything. That's why I want to get you out here because I feel like once people really get to see your energy, because I've seen your energy in concerts and stuff just through the videos that you post, but I feel like once people actually see the kind of energy that you interpret in your music and that you bring as a stage presence, everybody in Canada gonna fuck with you.
It's gonna be wild, bro. I've had some good fans in Canada, ever since I started this shit, and it's just been something that I'm just waiting for the right pieces to align. We are actually real close to going on tour with Dave East because he is a Canadian tour, but
Yes, he
it looks
does.
like it's falling through because I'm actually going to Alaska in 3 weeks, son, for 2 weeks,
Damn.
and we actually are stopping in Vancouver for one night before we go up to this Alaska part. But yeah, I kind of I had to put the career. Sometimes you got to do it, bro. You got to put the career on pause to go live life. You feel me?
100%. 100%. I was
And
gonna say Dave East is coming to Edmonton too.
I know, bro. He's doing like 30 different,
30 cities.
territories in Canada or some shit. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's like
going all over. But
crazy.
yeah, we're talking with him, but I know it's gonna happen at the right time, bro. I'm a kind of person who, I'll push as hard as I can for stuff, but at the end of the
100%.
day, you also got to realize that, you can't control time. And sometimes you
Big
just got to
facts.
put your head down, keep doing what you can control, and then the right stuff's gonna align. You feel me?
Big fat man. Well, that's how again, that's just how everything got aligned with you and I. I just you were listening to my shit, but you were just like, just keep giving it, man. Just keep going and we'll get there soon. And then we
Then we
perfect
did it.
timing. Perfect
Hell
timing.
yeah, baby. That's what it's about.
Oh yeah, man. Well, we got about like 7 minutes left. So I just wanted to say thank you again for being a part of the first episode of the Cloud Kite podcast. Fuck, I'm kind of stoned right now, so like my brain is all
A
mangled and
little
shit.
wake and bake.
A little wake and bake, bro. You know.
Hell yeah. What time is it over there?
10:36. So like we're
Oh, so
about
you're an hour behind.
yeah.
Okay,
But my
well,
homies woke me up at fucking 7 o'clock to do some wake and bacon, and I was just like, boys, I got a fucking meeting at like fucking 10 o'clock. Leave me alone.
gotta let them know. Yeah, dog. I was up until I don't know why I couldn't even fall asleep last night. I was up until like 3 a.m. But I got a bunch of shit to do today too. I got to go to the venue, walk through. I got some calls with some producers that we're trying to lock some of these beats down, man.
Yes, sir.
But it's a blessing, bro. Like I said, we got stuff to do. You got to be grateful for the stuff. You feel me?
Big facts. All right, Big Trip, take her away. This is your couple of minutes where you just get to talk about what you got coming out and what you got going on in your life right now and what the fans need to be prepared for and get ready.
Well, it's big trip, man. Brendan Lewis Tripodi. Uh, like I said, I'm here to be an artist and to get my story across to other people in hopes that it's going to inspire you or help you through something. So, to everyone listening, just know that, I got love for you. We're all humans. We got to have love for each other. We got to look out for each other. And, that's my mission statement right there. So, of course, go to my page, check out what I got coming. It's a whole wave of whole tsunami of crazy shit that's about to drop. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have my brother K.Y.T.E along for my journey, and I'm excited to be a part of his journey. But to everybody else, it's big trip and it's big fucking love. You feel me?
Big love, big love.
And
Alrighty,
that's it, dog.
alrighty.